Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Moran, and usually this is the place where I share my crochet objet knitting journey mixed with everything that brings me joy and inspires me. But recently this has been the place where I can connect with you and share like a little personal war update as a maker from Israel during the war days. So today is Wednesday, 11:18 in the morning, and I thought to sit and record a little follow-up, a little video, and hopefully we will not have an alarm, a siren disturbing us in the middle, but if it happens, I will maybe take you along to what happens when we have an alarm here, and or maybe not. Maybe I will just press the off button and we'll stop the recording. But we shall see. It will be instinctively, or maybe, I don't know. Just like the last video, I am not prepared. I have no notes. I have made no notes. I don't have time for that. So this can be a very all over the place video, kind of like, you know, kind of mixture of all the emotions. But I would like to first update you and follow up a little bit from the last video, and also I would like to include a part, or in this video to include a part of with what I am busy making at the moment, because knitting and crochet brings me a huge amount of comfort during these war days here. So as you can see, I'm in my trainers. I do my best to keep just kind of like any sort of routine in my life, and as we cannot go out so easily and, you know, train out or go for a walk, I decided that this morning I will just use the staircase, because this is a safe place for us to stay if there is an alarm, and we are in our apartment. We go into the staircase, which is made out of concrete, and it's considered to be a safe place to be in. So I said, okay, if the staircase is a safe place, I will go up and down in the stairs. We live in the 7th floor, so maybe I can do it once or twice or maybe 3 times. And then I made a little bit of short, like 7 minutes abs workout here in our living room. And I didn't have the time to like take a shower this morning and, you know, get prepared for the day, because I wanted to be prepared with lunch for the kids, and B, to be able to sit here and record a video. So I'm in my trainer, so this is it. Also, I don't think I will have time to edit, so this video might be a little bit of, you know, including all kind of like M's and and me thinking of the right word in English, and maybe it will be a long one because I just repeat myself and I don't cut it later in the editing section of the video. So yeah, first thing that the first reason I wanted to sit and record this video is just because I wanted to say thank you for all of your reactions and all the words that were sent after I published my last video. And also, after I published my story from yesterday on Instagram, where I shared my feelings, how it is hard for me at the moment to share pretty things from my pretty knitting and pretty crochet projects. I just cannot do that yet. It is really hard for me to share pretty things over on my Instagram account at the moment or on Facebook. I will do, however, try to share some of it here in this video today. Anyway, after posting this on my Instagram stories yesterday evening, I got like thousands of reactions and warming words from you all. And I know that I share a lot of like things from the war and unpleasant pictures and unpleasant interviews, and I just can't help it. Believe me, I don't want to post it, but when I scroll over on Instagram and I meet this something that touches my gut, my stomach, I cannot help it. My finger just pushed the share button. And this is my way to scream out my heart, my broken heart, and my weakness at the moment. And I know that you are here following me here and on Instagram because of the pretty knitting and the pretty crochet and the colors and the textures and the creative passion. Excuse me, I will turn off my computer, and also I will put my mobile on the sleep mode. So this is the case. I am not in the point where I feel like sharing pretty things, but I know myself, and creation is part of my life. Aesthetics, colors, this is my natural language. This is what I came to this world with. This is my power here in these lives. So I believe that it will come back, but it's not here yet. It's not there yet. I cannot feel it there yet. Although I'm very busy with crocheting beautiful things and with colors, I don't feel like sharing it. And after posting this yesterday on my Instagram stories, I was flooded with thousands of warming words from you and from the followers over on Instagram and Facebook. And to be honest, I have tons of love and tons of angels here in my smartphone connecting me over on DMs on Instagram mainly, telling me how much they care and how much they think of us and how much they pray for us. And I cannot even start to express how it touches us, how it touches me, and how I appreciate it and my family appreciate it. And my knitters here in my knitting clubs, everybody that I tell them about it, we are all so thankful for it. So yeah, this was the first thing I wanted to share. I really strongly believe it will come back. I know myself. I'm a passionate person. I am a creative person. This is what I have to offer in these lives. Still, I spend a lot of time in my kitchen, feeding my family. I'm just like holding life very, very strong. And I knit a lot and crochet a lot, and Also, my knitting groups, um, in both Monday's Club and the Knit Night Club, there are ladies, they insist to come and knit together. Although I don't have a safety room, we have to go to the staircase in case we have a siren, and we do have siren very often here, but they insist they want to come. Not all of them, part of them, but the majority part, and I do appreciate it, and it saves our lives to meet here, to knit together, to be together. It gives us, some kind of escapism, although we cannot stop talking about the people we lost, the people we know, about the news, how we monitor the news, how we make sure the news are not turned on all during the whole day. So these groups are a huge source of happiness and comfortness, and it's like a little blue zone inside these horrible days, or I don't know how to make it clear, but these little knitting meetings are really a light in a very, very dark tunnel that we are at now. We usually have a lot, like many alarms. Like yesterday evening we had, I don't know, 5 times or something. Eyal and myself, we tried to go down for a walk. We told the kids, if there is an alarm, go to the staircase. We will come to the basement of the building or to a basement of a building around us. And we try to, make like 30 minutes or 40 minutes walk, because the body screams to have something like that. We used to go every evening for an hour, at least an hour walk, for I think 2 or 3 years now, maybe more. And we cannot do that. And yesterday we went down and we tried to make, like a short walk, and we had like 3 or 4 alarms. So every time there was a siren, we went to another shelter in another building next to us. One building was closed, so we had to get a shelter outside next to a bush that we found. So we went down to the earth, and we were together there. We heard the siren, and then we heard the boom, and then after a few minutes we went straight home, like upstairs to our kids. We went to sleep after a huge amount of booms, and then we went to bed. And naturally, after so many alarms and so many booms, we couldn't really sleep. So last night we didn't really have a good night's sleep. I don't think somebody here in my family slept more than, I think, maybe, a few minutes here, a few minutes there. So the kids are not now having Zoom with their schools, the boys, and I guess they will nap in between the Zooms, or after they finish it, or after lunch, in between the sirens. So we are constantly tired, physically and mentally. So this is the case. The other reason I wanted to sit and record a video here today is because the majority of the people that wrote to me, sent me DMs via Instagram or emails, asked how they can support the people in Israel, and asked first the amount of people that suggested to help us and take the 5 of us and give us a room or a little cabin they have. People from all over the world wrote to me, if you have a problem to buy 5 flying tickets, we will be very happy to do that for you. Please come and be with us during these horrible days, and the amount of the suggestions that I got, really, it's unbelievable. The solidarity, the feel of the love that we get from so far away in this globe, it's unbelievable. It's really, I'm so thankful. I cannot find even the right words how to thank you all for these suggestions. Anyway, a lot of people are asking how they can support and if they can raise, if they can donate, or so. I wanted to share two places that Eyal and myself are have donated to, and that we know that will go to like a good place, or the place that we believe is the most important. So I will put these two links in the down below in the description box, but I will also tell you about them as much as I know. Eyal's, where the company that Eyal works for have donated a huge amount of money for those to, I don't know how to call it, organizations. And okay, so let's start. One of them is calling, the name is Otfim, like hugging, or Otfim is like wrapping. And this organization is raising money. They called Otfim, the big crowd funding. They have also an English, like an English page and an Hebrew page, so you can read all about it. But they raised money to take care of the places that were bombed and completely gone in the places nearby Gaza. So the places that were where most people were killed, or parents were killed, and kids are now without parents. They don't have any homes, or families that don't have home to go back to. So these places are going to, with the help of God, I want to believe, will be rebuilt again. So Otfim are, you can read everything about it, but this is they are raising for this purpose. The other place is called Achim Laneshek, which is in English they say Israel is at war. Israel is at war. Dear friends and partners, we need your help. So this organization, to be honest, it's completely mind-blowing. They took a huge expo place in Tel Aviv, and they turned it into like a huge war room. They are preparing packages for families that lost their homes, for soldiers. They are preparing like packages with like everything that a person needs in case he loses home, like everything you can imagine. You can donate money, and of course you can donate your time and go back. At the moment, they don't want more people to help, because so many people here are going to volunteer in such places that my friend told me, don't go there, because they sent me home. They said, there is no job for you, go home. So many people want to help. The solidarity here is really exceptional. It's really, they said, it's a civilian leadership. This organization is a true civilian leadership. So we also donate money to them. You can go there I will leave a link down below in the description box for you. You can go there and see and read the details, what they will or what they do with the money. So this is for the ones that asked me how you can support. Personally, I just want to say a huge thank you for all of you who came into my Etsy shop and like put all the patterns in their cart and checked out with all my patterns. It's mind-blowing, really. I don't know what to say. I cannot find the words to thank you. Anyway, after the weekend, Eyal and myself, we woke up and we saw the huge amount of people that came to my Etsy shop and did just that. And we decided to donate 40% of the profit from this weekend to those two organizations. So we added it to our original donation. So you can be sure that the fact that you came to my Etsy shop and bought the entire shop is also went to a donation to help the people that their life got destroyed during this war. Yeah, and thank you for all of you that connected me to ask what colors of cotton are in stock, and yeah, I made a few packages and sent them away. I was originally planned to have this week to have more stripes and colors kits in the shop, but I don't think I will go into this making now, into this all kind of like process of restocking and repacking kits, but I will update you whenever I do that. I hope it will be soon. Talking, and I look at I'm recording for 23 minutes and I don't want to edit this video, but I want to keep it short because I want to get more preparations for lunch, and also I don't want to be so long with this video and to get you tired. But I really wanted to include some knitting and crochet. I do a lot of knitting and crochet. I spend hours knitting and crochet. Without knitting, I don't know where would I be now. So I did want to share some things with you here. Also because I don't feel like sharing in social media these kind of things now. So let me think if this is the right thing to do. 24 minutes. Let's try to keep it like 35 minutes. So yeah, I still have my bag, my personal belonging bag, in my Como bag, because we still like go back and forth from Eyal's mom, and sometimes we sleep there because she has a shelter, she has a safety room built inside her apartment. So yeah, and if I have the time, I will insert a video to show you how the entrance looks like now, because when we plan, when we go to her, if worst come worst and we need to stay with her for long days, we have packed some dry food and all kind of things that we will need to have with us in the safety room in case the war gets even worse, if there is something like that. I guess there is, unfortunately. Okay, so knitting. What I'm busy doing now. Let's start with this beautiful, colorful project. Yeah, and I also, Eyal brought to me from the post office yesterday. The post office was open for a few hours. He brought my new row 1 package that I can share. I wanted to share it with you today, so I didn't even start to use it. So I'm really, really busy knitting my coziest memory blanket. So this is where I am at now. I added a lot of squares. It's a very easy work to reach, so it's very easy for me to, and it's always there. And everything I knit and crochet, all the projects are in this huge bag because I carry it with me everywhere. And in case we need to run away to Eyal's mother's apartment, I want to carry all my knitting and crochet. So I will try to go over everything I have here, but I don't want to make this episode too long. So let's see what I can show. So I added a lot of squares to my coziest memory blanket, and eventually I decided to add more squares. So I will do 26 squares in a row. I don't know how long I will make it, but 26 will be the width. So this, and also I made a new decision that I want to work row by row to finish every row. At first, I don't know if you remember, when I started, I was thinking a lot about how to control the color story and how to make the color story Moran way. So when I first started to work on it, I worked all over, like in all directions. But now I think it's a mental issue, but I feel more in control if I work row by row. So I first complete a row, and now I have 4 rows completed. Isn't it beautiful? And you see, just talking about my knitting makes me happy. It's a magic. So at the moment I have 4 rows completed, and now I work on the 5th row. I have a lot more squares to knit before I finish the 5th row. This morning I took a little break, and when we went out of bed, we tried to get some more sleep during the morning hours because we couldn't sleep the whole night. We thought, here it comes, we are going to have a siren, so all of us couldn't really sleep. So we went out of bed, not in the usual hour. We tried to get some more sleep during the morning, but when we went out of bed, I said, okay, I think because I'm so restless, I will go for weaving in some ends this morning. So that's what I did this morning. And yes, as you can see, I really enjoy incorporating squares that are made out of few colors. So it's not one ball, like one yarn, but I incorporate like 2 different yarns in the same, 2 different colors in the same square. Like in this square, for instance, the green is a little bit of a leftover I had, and then the coral is a little bit of a leftover I had, and then this dusty pink is a little bit like, a scrappy yarn, but it's a combination of 3 different scrappy yarns. I do really enjoy this way of making. I use the magic knot to join the yarns together, and if I do the magic knot just to avoid the need to weaving in so many ends. So Yeah, and this morning I made quite a lot of progress weaving in the end. So what do you think? Is it the right time to show my row one? Yeah, I think my row one, I have quite a few row one yarns here. I have a subscription to row one, which is you every month you get 10 minis of 10 grams from another dyer, hand dyer. And I have to tell you, in these specific days, I'm so happy I have this subscription. I cannot tell you enough how I am happy about that. It really makes me happy. Eyal went to the post office yesterday morning and he brought I got a note to tell me it's there, and I was very excited, and I had a few packages that I sent to you after you contacted me to ask about the cotton. So Eyal said, I'm going to the post, I will share your packages and I will bring it to you in the same day. So I was so excited, and when he came back home, I opened the package, but I didn't open anything else because I wanted to open it with you here today. This month has so many colors that I can see are getting to be part of my coziest memory blanket. I really, really like this month colors. I don't know yet anything about it because I didn't open anything yet. I will open it with you now. So it came, in this bag, and this is how it looks. And you always have, like every month, you have a little paper bag with some goodies in it. So yeah, it's a very happy thing for me to have now, like my little kind of happiness at the moment. So yeah, you always have something sweet, which personally I prefer not to get because ends up that my kids eat this, garbage. But yeah, this month, of course, for Halloween, they sent these classic candy corn. I guess you know them better than me if you celebrate Halloween. We don't celebrate Halloween. Oh my goodness, see what there is. Oh, just fell from the package. A little spider. Where shall I put it? Maybe I'll put it on my son's desk to try and make some jokes. And then you have a little paper that tells you about the month. So October, I love Halloween, I can't help it. I even get a little excited when, okay, this is all kind of, things that they say about Halloween. This month, the Carnival of Color Club from Raw Wine Yarn brings you 100 grams of sweet sock from Twisted Ambitions yarn. So you have like 10 and you can see all the names of the colors, and also you have the names of the colors here. I have to say I am thinking of how can I keep a little bit of each color with the label, because sometimes there are colors that I feel like I want to have more of it here in my studio. And to be honest, we started to share it here with my knitters clubs because more and more knitters joined this joyful making of making their own coziest memory blanket. I think for us here in the war situation, this is like a perfect matchmaking. So more and more knitters are joining this making. So we share my row one subscription, and sometimes we share it, and especially one lady from Monday's Club we share them. We share all the colors together. So you also have this little bag, and inside you have a little safety pin. Oh, a little safety pin, you know, the regular one, but you also have a stitch marker related to the Halloween theme. Yeah, so this is all included in October, the October package. Yeah, so this is what I planned. At least I managed to do that with you. Yesterday morning when Eyal came in, I said, I will just open to see the colors, but I will not start to use it because I want to share it with my YouTube followers. So we did it. And because it's getting too long, longer than I wanted, I will only share one more project with you. Here I have my I have socks that I knit. I started to knit a new pair of the new pattern that I want to release. So I knit one more pair, although I already knitted 2 pairs of the same pattern. I just wanted to knit another pair, and I use this Aweta yarn by Phil Colana that I purchased in Copenhagen. This color is 977, and it is so beautiful, and I really enjoy this making. Of course I lose a stitch here, but it comes out really pretty. The last project that I will share with you today is the bunny that I started to make following my NG bunny pattern. But after making, I started to make it, and with the thought of then when I finish it, I want to donate it to, you know, maybe a toddler that unfortunately lost his parents in the on Saturday, on October 7th, and I started to crochet, and while following the NG bunny pattern, it started to get a little bit different. I shortened the legs and I shortened the hands, and it became like a little a new pattern. So I decided I want to give more bunnies. I don't want to give one kid. There are a lot of toddlers that lost their parents, and I really want to reach them. And also there were a lot of toddlers locked in the shelter room for a full day, and they will be traumatized for their whole entire life. And so there are so many people, so many toddlers to give. So I said I will crochet more bunnies. And when I crocheted the second one, I also wrote the pattern, wrote exactly what I do, and it started to become a new pattern. So yesterday I had the knit night group here meeting. Instead of meeting in the evening, we met in the morning, because we are afraid to go out far from our families in the evening. So they suggested let's start and meet in the morning. So after they left, I started to write down this new bunny pattern, and believe it or not, I just wrote a temporary name to the pattern, and I named it Bono Bunny, simply because Bono from U2 dedicated a song for the people that got murdered in the nature party on October 7th, on this Black Saturday. So I don't know, I really didn't even think about it. It just came out when I wrote on the PDF file, on the computer. I wrote a temporary name and it just came out of me, Bono Bunny. So this will be the name of my new bunny pattern. Hopefully it will be written soon, but it will be according to the time that I can spend next to my computer and I can spend working. It is really not easy to get yourself like in the regular hours that I used to work next to my computer. Now nothing is regular, and even if I do have the time to go to my computer, sometimes my head is just not in place to go to be sit next to the computer and to write and to be clear. I'm not like clear-minded. So, but yesterday I started to write it down. And this bunny is completed, almost completed, only I just have to sew the ears in place. So I placed the ears, I think, 5 rounds down from the top center, and I took them a little bit towards the back. I can hear a very far away siren. Okay guys, before it will, usually when you hear a far away siren, you might, most chances you will hear it in your place in a few minutes. So I'm not sure if this is the case now, but in case it is, I think I will leave you here. So thank you so much for all the nice messages you sent me. Yeah, and I hope I will try to update you frequently, or to give you an update from personal update from me. I know many of you are interested. I just want you to know that I wish I could answer each and every one of your DMs and your emails. I want to answer you personally. I really, really want. You deserve a personal response. But I will never, never do that. I will never have the time to do that. And of course, I don't want to, just say thank you, because it's not enough. It's a lot more than thank you. So this is the place where I can get connected with you, and thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your warm words. I hope we will have more time for knitting and crochet in the next time we meet here. But since then, keep safe. I will see you. I hope I will see you soon. Bye everyone.